Hello YouTubers, and welcome to what is my final video for 2017. It's been quite an eventful year for this channel. As such, there's been quite a lack of videos. I apologise for that on my part, mainly due to me being busy with quite a few things. There's been quite a few changes that have happened this year and last year as well, so it's kind of like been a whole transitional phase, hence why we haven't had any collection update videos. So yes, usually this was meant to be a monthly thing, and I've not done one of these at all this year. So now, finally, we're going to have one just before the year ends. Now, there's nothing much to talk about I've not actually bought that much merchandise in terms of Doctor Who, believe it or not. The main new things that I've got this year are the Missy action figures, which I have actually reviewed already quite a few weeks ago now. So if you haven't already, check out my review of those two action figures. It's just called Doctor Who Action Figure Review Missy. And in terms of DVDs, I only needed a couple more to actually complete the collection. And here is the DVD collection, more or less done and dusted. The two DVDs that I needed were Time in the Rani and Paradise Towers, so two stories that are right next to each other. I left those last on purpose, mainly due to the bad reception that those stories have received by Doctor Who fans. In terms of a full collection video on DVDs, I hopefully plan to do this sometime in 2018. As I'm currently marathoning through all of these stories individually, and I'll go through every single one of these right from the top up there right down to here, and that should be one of my biggest projects to date. Of course, the best gift which I've got for this year is the Nintendo Switch, which I bought myself back in May, and yeah, what a marvellous console this is. This is the comeback console for Nintendo, and along with the Switch, I bought The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I bought Super Mario Odyssey when that came out a few weeks ago, and for Christmas I managed to get The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, a game which I've never ever played ever before in my life, and it's been out for 6 years, so there's no time like the present to actually catch up on this game. So Nintendo Switch, marvellous console, and 3 really good games here, and so far from what I've played of Skyrim, I'm really enjoying it. And stay tuned for some reviews of these games that will be coming out in the new year. And all I can say is, for the Nintendo Switch, I can't wait to buy some more games for the system. I'm going to spend loads of money on this, I'll tell you. And just for added bonus, I'm going to show you some items which I got for Christmas which aren't related to Doctor Who, and these are DVDs and Blu-ray. So starting off with a couple of DVDs. We've got the In-Betweeners complete box set. I could have picked this up way sooner, but I decided to get this because I found myself re-watching the repeats on E4, and I really like the show. I think it's really funny. Next up, I've got the 2 latest Marvel films to be released on DVD, which are Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming. I would get Thor Ragnarok, but that's not out on DVD yet, so I have more or less, yeah, I do have every Marvel Cinematic Universe film except for The Incredible Hulk, all on DVD. So that's the DVDs. So all these I've got for Christmas. Blu-rays, what I've also got for Christmas, starting off with Dunkirk, which I saw in the cinema earlier this year. It might be my favourite movie of the year, actually. I found this film to be a really good one. I won't give too much away because I'm thinking of maybe reviewing this sometime in the future, maybe in the new year, in fact. So, Dunkirk, all I can say is great film. Directed by Christopher Nolan. Another Christopher Nolan directed film, which I got for Christmas, is Interstellar. Again, a film which I went to the cinema to see back in 2014, and it's hard to believe that that year is now nearly 4 years off, starting from tomorrow. So, Interstellar. Next one is The Martian, a film which actually I have reviewed before on YouTube. I believe I reviewed this back in 2015, so it was just around the time of when this was first released in theatres. All I can say is if you want to check out that review, then please feel free to do so. You can check it out in my movie reviews playlist. Another one, so yeah, I've got quite a few here, haven't I? E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Yeah, I don't really need to say much about this film, really, do I? A film which I got earlier this year, but I just decided to show off for the sake of it, seeing as it's still in its packaging, is The Revenant. Absolutely marvellous film. All I can say is Leonardo DiCaprio deserved his Oscar. Tom Hardy, as always, is a brilliant actor. I hope that one day he does get his Oscar, because this film is one of the best films to come out in the last few years, in my opinion. And last but not least is an item which I have actually got today. I went to HMV to spend a £10 voucher, which I got as a gift for Christmas, and I ended up spending it on this, Alien Covenant, which is, of course, the latest film in the Alien franchise, which is directed by Ridley Scott. Of course, Ridley Scott has also directed The Martian, which you've just seen a few moments ago. So they are my main highlights for the films which I've managed to get for this year's Christmas holidays. And that's it for this year's one and only collection update. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Last thing from me, I hope you all have a very happy new year. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the new year.